Have you ever said to yourself, I'm tired, I don't want to do it, I'm just not feeling it. Man, it's raining outside, it's too cold, it's too hot, I'm hungry, that's too far away. Sound to me like you have lost your motivation and you just don't feel it. I get it. That's why we're going to talk about it today on episode 18 of TC Talks. Let's get into it.
Passion, we got the drive. Regular people living real lives. And this is TC Talks. This is TC Talks. This is TC Talks. And this is TC.
Well, hey, what's up, good people? TC here. I know you say, where you been at, TC? I'm still stuck on episode 17 from 2 weeks ago. Hey, everybody deserves a break every now and then, but I'm back with episode 18. You heard me, man. You know, I know you say, man, I'm tired. I don't want to do it no more. I don't feel it, TC. They walked out on me. I don't have enough money. I spent all I had. Oh, whatever. Stop making excuses. You just don't feel it anymore. In this episode, we're going to talk about it. But listen, I want to welcome all those who are new to the channel. Welcome the returning subscribers, those on the TC tribe. We appreciate you, man. Listen, if you're not a part of the TC tribe, I want you to hit that notification bell and that subscribe button and subscribe to the tribe. And every time we drop fresh content, you'll be the first one to be notified. I appreciate you. God knows I do. Let's get into this amazing conversation today about I don't feel it. Yeah, motivation, man, is not there when you really need it. It's a funny thing, isn't it? I know. You know what? Motivation is an amazing thing. But oftentimes, it's hardly there when you need it the most. And why is that? In this video, we're going to talk about that. Because if you're like me, I guarantee you, you have lost motivation more than a time or two. In order to complete, to be successful, to finish strong, it's going to take a little bit more than motivation. And why in the world do we lose it? Well, let me say it like this. Motivation is just a feeling that pulls you towards your goal. It's simply a feeling. And watch this. Feeling to me is like the wind. It's here one day, gone the next. And when it returns, you cannot dictate which direction from which it will blow. That's how feelings are. And I say it like this to some of the people I talk to. Feelings are one of the most temporary things that you will ever have. And if motivation is a feeling, then guess what? Motivation is temporary. You're like, TC, yeah, you got to help me with this because I start stuff, I stop stuff. You know, I'm excited on Monday and I'm crashing on Tuesday. Ready to go get it on Friday. And I want to just sit at home and watch Netflix on Saturday with a bowl of chili or some ice cream and just don't want to do anything. And then Monday, I'm back at it again. And then Tuesday, I'm like, forget this. Because motivation is just a feeling that's pulling you towards your goal. But what happens when that day that you don't feel it, man? It's volatile. It's tied to your mood. Watch it. If the kids are running around, if the spouse is getting on your nerves, if your significant other hasn't done things that you thought that they needed to do, or the job just has poured a buttload of stuff on your desk and you got a timeline to end it by Friday and today is Thursday at 2 o'clock, your mood is not good. Motivation is also tied to your energy, man. And listen, if I don't know, maybe you're on some type of medication that's affecting your energy, that's causing you to have what? Mood swings. And if motivation is tied to your mood, guess what? Your mood just ain't swinging. Your motivation is. Motivation is tied to moods and energy, not to systems. And that's the problem. We're replacing systems with the volatility of motivation. And we got to change that. Because watch this, even though you've been exposed, you've seen it, you can't unsee it, and you are excited, and you just got to go get it. I'm going 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 to get this, TC. And that's all you say. I'm going to go get it. But you never educate yourself on what you need to go get. And then here's the masterpiece of it. You never execute on what you educated yourself on what you've been exposed to. Without structure and feedback, the feeling you got, it's going to fade as sure as snow is white and the sun is hot. So guess what's going to happen? Your effort is going to stall. Now you just heard me mention exposure, education, and execution. If you've been following me, I'll say this to you again. Exposure wakes you up. Education takes you up. But execution keeps you up. You got that? This is how E3 is going to stop the fade. It's going to stop the motivation from failing. Listen, I can't guarantee 100%, but I will say it will mitigate it substantially. Exposure. First thing you got to do is you got to refresh your why. You got to refresh your why. Just like, if you're on your mobile device, you're on your computer, sometimes you get that buffering wheel, and then it says page can't load. Sometimes the only thing you got to do is just hit that refresh button and the page loads just like that. I don't know what happens in your business or in your relationship or in your life, but sometimes that buffer wheel just kind of goes around and around and around and around, and it's like the dream won't load. It's like the plan won't load. It's like the goal won't load, and you're just buffering. I want to let you know that exposure is like your refresh button on your browser. You just hit that thing and you refresh it and it will load. What I call that re-seeing the goal daily. You're re-seeing the goal daily. You got, listen, vision board, visuals, stories, write that thing down. Find a story that mimics where you are. And then also you remind yourself what's at stake. And so you're doing this so that your brain can keep treating it as urgent, not background noise. You refresh your why so your brain can keep treating it as urgent and not background noise. Every day, hit the mental refresh button. Listen, go and see what you wrote down. If you got some pictures, pull the pictures up. If you got a vision board, go look at your vision board. Remind yourself what's at stake so your brain keeps treating it as urgent, not background noise. And then the education piece of it, watch this. You got to turn your spark into a plan. You got to turn your spark into a plan. Break it up into micro steps, man. Listen, you only eat an elephant one bite at a time. Don't try to do everything tomorrow. Do it in micro steps. Listen, check your skills. Get a checklist. And then you got to remove friction when the feeling dips down. Whatever you feel like is slowing you down, you got to remove that. When it feels like you're going down, oh man, I'm not as motivated as I was yesterday. I don't have the what was it? What happened between yesterday and today that caused your feeling to take a nosedive? When you discover what that is, that's the education piece. You got to remove that. And then sometimes we're just overwhelmed. We have analysis paralysis, micro steps, small steps. Listen, a step forward, no matter how big it is still a step. No matter how small it is, it's still a step. You took a step. So you got to remove the friction when you feel like your feeling is dipping. You got to do it. And then here it is. the execution piece of it. You got to replace your moods with moves. Good God. You got to replace your moods with moves. Replace how you feel with a function. You got to move. You got to build tiny, timed actions. You got to have some triggers in there. Get your scoreboard if necessary so you can see your progress even when you're not motivated. So you can see your progress. But listen, I lost 107 pounds. And can I tell you, every day I didn't feel like working out. Every day I didn't feel like going to the gym. Every day I didn't feel like eating what I needed to eat. But can I tell you something? What changed my mood was when I moved on the scale. And the scale was my scoreboard, and it reminded me and it showed me that my execution was working. It let me know that I was making progress even though my feelings did not warrant what I knew what was happening. Build you some timed actions, man. Set you some triggers. Get your scoreboard if you need to. And so you can see your progress even when you don't feel it. Progress is not a feeling. It's a fact that you can measure. Progress is not a feeling. It's a fact that you can measure. I hope this video, I call this short E3 moment, has helped you that when you lose the drive, when the motivation fails, it's tied to your mood, not your moves. Even when you don't feel it, make a move. Execute. And you will see that little scoreboard that even when you don't feel like you're making a difference, you can see you're making a difference. Man, this is TC. I hope this has helped you. I can't wait to talk to you again until the next video.